for a lot of folks, I say it's a series of workshops on community development. It's connecting people in the community with each other. It tries to speak to, there's this place where people who are already doing really good work in the community start hitting walls and wanting to know what to do with those walls, and it tries to speak to that space a little bit of offering a handful of tools, and people grab the ones that are useful for them. They leave behind the ones that aren't useful at that particular moment. They might be useful later.
The Academy has just helped me to identify additional strategies and to be able to put some specific language on what it is that I'm doing, and to tweak some other things, you know, for sure, that I have done. And so it's been really valuable. And this is the second part that I've done. And I think most beneficial is that there were people from Clarkston. It was great because it's also, there's non-Clarkstonians, but those of us from Clarkston had very much had a chance to be real with each other around our work in Clarkston, both insider, outsider perspective, American-born, new American perspectives, you know, really being able to share deeply, where in my everyday work as a very, very busy director, I don't oftentimes have the luxury to have those conversations. And so it's also been an additional value, is to be able to share the work of community building with those who are also doing community building within Clarkston. What the Academy offers is a lot of experiential, very practical approaches to being a good citizen. And that is valuable for anybody. The Community Academy offers ways to further develop a civil society. And so I kind of think everybody should go through it. It also gives you this sense of how an individual orients within the civil world, if you will, and how sometimes we relate between the different, you know, agencies and individual relationships, and it kind of helps to frame how to be a good citizen.
Yesterday was very revealing issue. We have a revealing issue. Participatory was my favorite. It was a great issue for me, because if you want to resolve a conflict, you have to have the right people to participate. And an afternoon we had a great agenda to talk about. It was discrimination and how communities affected by it. And we have a lot of, everybody has a lot of issues, a lot of history, a lot of positive way to approach discrimination. It was practical, and I enjoy it. Pretty much what I like to see is people involved. The type of diversity we have in the city of Clarkston, people participate, people open up for the city and not afraid to be participated throughout the process.
And this is a way to be re-inspired and to really know that you're not alone is the other thing. I think that those sharing of most people who are coming to this are coming because they care really, really deeply. And so there's that inspiration and knowing that other people are on your journeys. And truly, I do think everybody should do it so that there's more of us sharing that journey. Because again, it's really about how to be a better human being and to make the world a better place.
It's the reason I do this work. So it's this great big build-up of honestly a lot of logistics and coordinating and stuff that's interesting, but not Academy. And I arrive to the week kind of worn down and exhausted, and I forget every time. I've done it a couple times now, and I forget that it gives me this huge boost of energy. I walk past the room where the presentations are happening, where participants are figuring things out for themselves, and I walk away at whatever, 7, 8 o'clock at night with way more energy than I ever start any other day with. Because it's the heart, it's hope.